Hi friends. Let's start math today with a review. When we measure from point A to point B, what is being measured? Are we measuring length? Are we measuring weight? Are we measuring time? Remember, when we measure time, we need clocks. Weight, we need pounds. Length, we need centimeters or inches. Which makes the most sense? If you said length, you are correct. We will measure this using a ruler or a centimeter stick, depending on what we need. The best answer for this is C, length. Let's start with some fluency. First, we're going to count by nickels. How much is a nickel worth? A nickel is worth 5 cents. How many nickels do we have? We have 10 nickels. Let's count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. We have 50 cents. Remember, a nickel is worth 5 cents, and you can see it right there on the nickel. 10 nickels is 50 cents. Let's count by dimes. We still have 10 dimes. We need to count by tens now. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 100 cents. 100 cents is equal to $1. 10 dimes equals 100 cents. Which set is worth more? Is 50 cents or 100 cents more? 100 cents is more. So even though we have the same number of nickels as dimes, the dimes are worth more. The dimes are worth $1. Good work. Let's try an application problem. There are 24 penguins sliding on the ice. There are 18 whales splashing in the ocean. How many more penguins are there than whales? What do we know? We know that there are 24 penguins. 24 P. We know that there are 18 whales. 18 W. We know that there are more penguins than whales. The problem says that. How many more penguins are there than whales? So what are we trying to find? We're trying to find the difference between 24 and 18. How will we do that? We will subtract. Good work. You can do this many different ways. One way is the vertical way. Another is the number line way. Solve using one of these strategies or a strategy that works best in your brain. How many more penguins are there than whales? There are 6 more penguins. If you got this answer right, give yourself a pat on the back. If you got this answer incorrect, let's practice to see if we can figure out where we made the mistake. If you got this answer incorrect, let's start by counting on. That means our number line starts at 18 and ends at 24. Let's put the numbers in between. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Remember, we count the jumps between the numbers. So from 18 to 19 is 1, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Now let's count our hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The difference between 18 and 24 is 6. Same as our answer. Let's check it by subtracting the vertical way. We cannot take 8 away from 4. So we'll need to borrow from the tens. 1 less than 2 is 1. We move our 110 into ones, which becomes 10 more ones. We already have 4 ones, so it becomes 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. 1 minus 1 is 0. I suspect that if you did it the vertical way the first time and got it wrong, you forgot to make sure that your 2 turned into a 1 because we borrowed 10. We borrowed 110 and made it into 10 ones. If you made that mistake, no big deal. Good work. Now we're going to take a look at some graphs. These charts tell us lots of information. Take a minute to observe the chart. On one column, I see animals, bird, mammal, reptile, fish. And on the other column, I see numbers, 4, 8, 5, 3. This must be telling me how many of each animal we have. So 4 birds, 8 mammals, 5 reptiles, 3 fish. Which type of animal has the most? Mammal. Mammal has 8. Which type of animal has the least? Fish. Fish have 3. Let's see. How many more mammals are there than reptiles? In order to do that, we need to look to see how many reptiles and mammals we have. We have 5 reptiles and 8 mammals. So I'll take 5 away from 8. What do I get? I get 3. There are 3 more mammals than reptiles. Let's look at this more challenging graph. This is labeled animal habitats. There are 3 types of habitats: Arctic, woodland, ocean. There are numbers indicating the number of animals in each habitat. There are 4 animals in the Arctic, 6 animals in the ocean, and 10 in the woodland. The first question asks how many animals are woodland or ocean animals. To solve that, I will add 10 plus 6 equals 16. There are 16 animals in the woodland and in the ocean. The next part of this is tricky. It asks, how many more animals would we need to classify 25 animals? In order to solve this, we need to solve how many animals we classified altogether. 4 plus 6 is 10. Plus 10 is 20. How many more would we need to get to 25? We would need 5 more. This is challenging, but I know you can do it. To practice this, we are going to try to do this chart on your own. The directions say, use the animal classification table to answer the following questions about the types of animals at the local zoo. In the table, you see how many there are of each animal at the zoo. Birds, fish, mammals, reptiles. The first question says, how many animals are birds, fish, or reptiles? You will need to add those numbers. The second question says, how many more mammals are there than fish? You would need to subtract the number of fish from the number of mammals. The third question says, how many animals were classified? To solve this, you would need to add the total number of birds, fish, mammals, and reptiles. The last question is where it gets tricky. How many more animals would we need to be added to the chart to have 45 animals classified? You would need to subtract the total number of animals from 45. Second graders, this is a challenge. Pause here, rewind as many times as you need to in order to solve. If you need any help, just give me a call. I would be happy to support you.